check our weather and fortune and all that good stuff. Forecast for tomorrow, another non-rainy day, which is always crap, but what are you going to do? Spirits are neutral today, so that means I'm not going to be harvesting those parsnips we've been waiting on.
Yes, it's horrible.
Telling us that fruit trees take an entire season to grow, so we have to plan ahead. You also have to give some space around fruit trees when you are growing them from living off the land. So I will show you how to do that when that becomes relevant for our year one playthrough. We've got one more harvest of our strawberries left, so we'll have to walk around and water all of those after we say good morning and water our dog. Hello, buddy.
Hello! Ah!
And let's just get started watering our strawberries.
There ain't no more strawberries.
We will get our last harvest of them, I believe, tomorrow. And then that will be it because it takes 4 days to respawn. So after tomorrow, we don't really have to worry about watering them. We're going to get another big cash payout on those strawberries, and that will be the investment from our spring festival.
You're supposed to push with best sticks.
Like I said, because it's a neutral day, I'm not going to worry about harvesting those parsnips. Hopefully we'll get a good or great luck day in between now and the end of the month. We have today, so we have, let's see, the 26th, 27th, 28th, so 3 more days other than today. So that should be enough, and we have plenty growing. I think we should be safe to get our 5 gold parsnips, but I guess don't count our chickens before the eggs hatch.
Don't you do it!
Which we don't have yet. But one of the things we should be doing in the next day or two here is getting either a coop or a deluxe barn, or a regular barn, excuse me, depending on how much money we make off of these strawberries.
There ain't no more strawberries.
People like those. We have this ornamental fan we got that we can drop off to Gunther while we're wandering around today. Pine tar for the community center. That's the last of our 3 saps that we need for our artisan bundle.
You know I know nothing about video games, and I found what you just said riveting.
And let's carry around a quartz. There's a couple people who really like those as gifts. I think one of them is definitely Sebastian. And I think Emily is at least neutral for her. She feels a positive energy, so maybe we can grab one for her if we don't make it all the way to the end of the day without finding something else to grab her. All right, so far, even though it's a neutral luck day, we're getting plenty of forageables. Make sure always pop up here by the bus stop.
I'll turn this damn bus around.
If you're walking by it in the morning, because a lot of stuff hides up there behind the bus.
That'll end your precious little field trip pretty damn quick, huh?
Okay, head into town. Oh, got a little wormy thing here. Let's see if we can get an artifact. Nope, just clay, but that's all right. Check our bulletin board. We don't have any pressing goals for the day, although I would like to do a bunch of fishing to get some money. Parsnip for Shane. He really likes it. You're welcome, Shane. No one's birthday today. Tomorrow's Pierre. Willie wants a largemouth bass.
When I jam with my bass.
So since we're planning on fishing anyway, we can go up to the mountain lake and try and get our hands on one of those. They, I think, are medium to hard difficulty, so we should be able to do it at this point. Without too much trouble if we spend about half of our day fishing. It's only 9 o'clock at this point, so we have plenty of time. Just go around and rummage in our garbage cans. Nothing there. All right, Gunther, you can have our lovely ornamental fan. Ooh, new reward. I don't think we get anything super cool, but let's see. Night on Eco Hill. All right. Great. Decoration for our house, which is too small really to accommodate it at this point, but going forward, it's going to be something fun to do is put all our stuff up.
Who wants to have some fun?
All right, so Clint, you can have a parsnip. I know you like those. This is a fun gift. Shop, well, there's really nothing to buy from him. He just has ore, and we're not going to upgrade a tool quite yet. Our next move is going to be to upgrade the copper axe that we upgraded all the way into our steel or iron axe so we can get through into the secret woods. But we're going to wait probably until, I don't know, at least 4 or 5 days into summer in order to do that because we need to save money for either a coop or a barn and some seeds at this point. Have a potato. This is cool. Cool potato.
Wow, that's a lot of potatoes.
rusty spoon. Oh, I think we have not given him that. Yep, so if it says that Gunther can tell you more about this artifact, it means that it's something that you haven't donated yet. So at this point, let's just make another loop-de-loop over to the museum here and drop off that rusty spoon to free up some space in our backpack while we don't really have anything else to do today. All right, Gunther, take my rusty old spoon. Thanks, buddy. And off we go. All right, so let's do some wandering, a little bit of foraging, and head up to maybe make our way over to the mountain lake, stop by the community center, and drop off the sap there. I don't know if Lewis likes spring onions. Let's try. Guess it's the thought that counts. So not really. He does not love it, but oh well. Kicking our trash cans. Let's bring this leek to our favorite old curmudgeon, George. This is his favorite thing. In the meantime, we have a daffodil that Evelyn will like. She likes all the flowers.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Okay, so our sap goes down here in the crafts room, I think this is, or whatever. Yeah, the crafts room.
I must get back to Dan Centrum in Stuttgart in time to see Kraftwerk.
Donate the pine tar, so we have all 3 of our saps. All we need now is one of these mushrooms or something from the desert. We are much more likely to get the mushrooms early on, especially because starting very soon, we are going to be getting regularly harvested mushrooms from a project by Demetrius, and we'll get into that early on, coming up in the summer here. So, wander on up to the mountain lake. It's a good place to fish in the spring. You get some relatively high value fish for your effort. There's nothing that's like crazy hard to catch in here like you might find in the ocean, but you do get plenty of stuff that's worth quite a bit of money, including that largemouth bass that Willie is looking for. So let's just cast off.
Bassmasters. It's a fishing show.
Yeah, I know Bassmasters, sure.
It'd also be nice to maybe find a treasure or 2 for today, but we'll see what happens. It's a neutral luck day, so we probably won't be getting a lot of artifacts for the museum. I'm gonna try and get this without losing the fish, but let's like try and lead him back down there. You can sort of click less to move the bar down while still maintaining your fish. All right, well, I'm not doing well at that. I'm about to lose this guy. Okay. At this point, maybe it's better to concentrate on the fish, but I'm so close. Let's do one more pass at that treasure. Nope. All right, and he's gone.
Bandit's gone.
What's gone?
So we lost a fish. Oh well, 10 minutes of in-game time. But, you know, that's not the end of the world if you lose a fish or 2. We're getting to the point where we're catching pretty much everything. We can't probably catch the very hard or extreme fish, but we got a regular chub, which is nice for the community center. We can save that in our chest rather than the silver quality one that we have now. So we can donate that when we get to the bulletin board for the field research little bundle there. All right, we should, there we go. We got that treasure. Let's see what they're going to give us. 10 bait, great. All right, we have 184 bait on our thing because we are in the levels of the mines where we're getting plenty of bugs, so we don't really need that 10 bait, but you can just throw it on your fishing rod, and then you don't really have to worry about carrying it around and it taking extra space.
I'm going to have to ask you to go ahead and move your desk again, so
no.
if you could go ahead and get it as far back against that wall as possible, that would be great.
No.
Like another carp maybe, or a chub, relatively easy. Ooh, bullhead. I think we've already got that for our community center if we even need it, but those go for, I think, I'm not exactly sure, I think over 100 for a regular quality one. So for the silver quality, we should maybe make like 110 gold, which is not so bad. All right, we're doing pretty good with the fishing today considering it's a neutral luck day. We're getting plenty of bites, not a lot of downtime. Hopefully we can make a little bit of money on the fishing, bump us up to the level where we're comfortable investing in either the coop or the barn before the end of the spring. Reason being, we want to get our animals up to a higher quality so we can start getting both the artisan goods and the large milk and large eggs that we need to complete the community center bundles. Plus, they are going to make us a lot of money in the long run because artisan goods are worth quite a bit, especially if you choose the proper perks going forward. Perfect. Thank you. Game gave me a regular quality one in spite of my superior fishing skills there, but what are you going to do?
Don't you do it! Don't!
Another carp. Good old garbage fish. Wow, they're really hitting fast today, which is great for a neutral luck day. A lot of times when you have a neutral bad luck day, I feel like you sit there forever and don't get any fish. So it's not a great investment strategy as far as your money goes, but today we've been doing really well. I think we're on our, 7th, 8th fish that we've caught here. Another hit. Awesome. Another carp.
Today, Junior?
So hopefully we find a largemouth bass here soon because I think they stop showing up around 7. I think they're a day fish, so from like 6 in the morning until 7 o'clock in the evening. We'll fish until we catch one or around 7. That's my plan, so we can collect basically an extra $100 for that fish just for getting it from Willie. You don't have to give it to him. It's not like you only get $100 for it. You get, ooh, this one looks like maybe he's a largemouth bass. He's a little wigglier than the other ones. Nope, another chub. So basically when you have those bulletins on the Pierre's General Store, what they'll tell you is a villager is looking for a certain item, and a lot of times they just want you to give it to them and they'll pay above market value. So if they're looking for a vegetable, a fruit, something like that. But when it's Clint or Willie, you get to keep whatever it is that you found. You just have to go talk to them after you've had it in your inventory at some point. You'll hear a little ding that says like, hey, you got it. And then just go talk to them before the bulletin expires. So basically 2 days. And then you get the extra money just for doing kind of what you were doing anyway. In this case for us, we were going to be fishing today pretty much regardless of what Willie wanted because it's a neutral luck day and it's a good way to earn some extra cash and get our XP up for our fishing so we can catch some of the more difficult summer and fall fish that we're going to need for the community center. But the good news is that Willie pays us to do what we were doing anyway.
I'd gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Assuming we get one, which it's getting to be a little bit closer toward the end of our gap here. We only have until 7. So let's go neutral luck day, do us a solid, and give us one of the fish that we are looking for. Also starting to run out of space in our inventory, but for now it's not the end of the world. We can always throw out some of that green algae if we get the fish that we need and we want to clear up some space. This might be a largemouth bass. He's kind of wiggly. Nope, another chub. Man, I keep confusing those two. Sometimes you get used to like what each kind of fish feels like, but it sort of just depends. I feel like I'm used to fishing them with certain tackle on my fishing rod here, so maybe I just don't really know anymore. Another bullhead. Great, great, great. All right, 610. Come on. We can do it. Give me one. It's probably that first one that we lost when we were hunting that stupid treasure earlier. Which I'm going to make the same mistake and do again, but this time I got it. Nice. Oh, there we go. Perfect. 620. We got bait. We are full up. I'm just going to toss the bait rather than any of this other stuff just because we have, like I said before, like 100 and at this point probably 60 of them. We're going to be in the mines with more bugs.
His name is Bug.
And I'd rather be able to save my trash to convert it via the recycling machine in the not too distant future. Give Demetrius one of these strawberries. He absolutely loves them. And don't have anything Robin likes in particular, so let's just not worry about that for now. Here's Sebastian. He likes quartz. Here he comes. I already gave him 2 this week anyway, so never mind. When people are coming toward the door like that, I like to just sort of back out and let them come to me. Sometimes you'll get stuck with them trying to pass you. In general, on the Xbox, the game isn't going to glitch out and stick you somewhere, but you are going to have to spend like 15 or 20 minutes of in-game time as they awkwardly dance around you and finally just walk through you kind of angrily after being confused. Okay, so we got this largemouth bass for the lake fish bundle. We can put it in there even though Willie wants to talk to us about it. We can run down to the Startup Saloon. He should be there in the evening, get our reward, and sort of move on with our life with the extra $100 in our pocket. The last fish there is a sturgeon, that blue one that you just saw. There's nothing else I think we need for spring. We are all done with our spring fish. The sturgeon you can only get in the summer and the winter. It's kind of a difficult fish, so that's a good reason for what we've been doing, which is leveling up our fishing skill.
Oh, good for you!
And let's see, Willie should be in here to collect our reward. Nope, not yet. What do we got? I think Emily will tolerate a quartz. Gus. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. I thought he would like a strawberry more. He likes a lot of fruit, but he at least had a neutral response. And Emily is feeling a positive energy from the quartz, so she can have that. He's not selling anything we particularly need. These recipes are good later on, but you'll learn most of them either from the other villagers or from the Queen of Sauce. It's getting to be 8 o'clock. Still don't see Willie around. I don't know what he does in the evening on Thursdays, so we will catch him at some point tomorrow. Head back to the farm while rummaging in our trash cans, and then it's only 8:30, so maybe we'll eat some field snacks and do some chopping of wood so we can get all stocked up for whatever we need. Oh, Leah likes cauliflower. Let's give her that. No, don't eat it. This is a really nice gift. Thank you. You are welcome, Leah.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
She appreciates our fresh grown produce. Okay, so we have plenty of fish to organize and sell. I think we're going to sell pretty much all of them. It can be beneficial to save 1 or 2 of each kind because sometimes people are going to be asking for them going forward, but quite frankly at this point I think I would rather have the money. None of these are particularly rare fish. They're all available, I think, in other seasons, maybe with the exception of the bullhead, but we don't really need that for anything. It's not something that's frequently asked for by the villagers. Hang on to one of those green algae just in case we need it. They make a good base for green algae soup, which you're going to get as a recipe later on.
What's the soup of the day, Mom? Bread.
Like I talked about earlier, we're going to swap out that silver quality chub for the regular one in our donatable bin here because there's no point in donating a silver quality if we can just donate a regular one. Might as well get the extra little bit of cash.
You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
And we are kind of, let's see, we're running low on energy. We can at least get a couple trees chopped here, maybe eat a field snack or two. We have enough to do that. And it's always helpful to start clearing more space around your farm. All right, getting exhausted. Let's eat our field snack. Yum. Ground nut paste. We are still looking for pine cones to make more field snacks, so let's focus our energies on the pine trees. Maybe we'll get lucky and nab a couple of the pine cones. Otherwise, oh well, not the end of the world. We're still getting the wood and clearing the space, which is great. Here's another one of those guys. We're getting tired again. Eat one more field snack. I think we can make it. Let's just not bother getting that stump. You can swing your sword without losing energy, so we can get rid of these fibers and get over to collect the wood that we chopped down. And head back to the homestead. It's 11 o'clock, so we're making great time. We'll get in under the wire around midnight for our bedtime, so we won't pay our energy penalty. We can save the seeds, the sap, the wood, the fiber, and the stone, and walk over to our sale bin and throw all of these lovely fish and a couple daffodils in there, and I bet we will make a decent buck for the day just off of fishing. Let's see what we got. All right, so 80 bucks on those daffodils and almost $1,000 just on the fish. So it was well worth our investment of time, and we should be getting close to leveling up that fishing skill again, so we can basically do better at catching the fish that we need for the community center. So basically what you should take away from that is on a neutral luck day, fishing is a great way to spend your time. Also take a few items around for you to gift to the villagers so you can increase your hearts. And hopefully you learned a little bit. Have a great day, and see you next time on Alice in Walkthrough Land.